Causes and effect. The main aim of cause and effect questions is to derive the relationship between the two given statements. The relationship that needs to be tested is whether the statements are causally related to each other. This means we need to find out whether one of the statements is a direct cause to the other, or conversely, whether one of the statements is a direct effect of the other. So based upon this, we will do 25 questions in this series. Number first, standard of living among the middle class society is constantly going up since past few years. Second, Indian economy is observing remarkable growth. Well, whenever there is a growth in the economy, then standards of living is bound to grow up. So, the explanation is, since the Indian economy is observing remarkable growth, so standard of living among the middle class society is constantly going up. Therefore, answer is statement 2 is the cause and statement 1 is its effect. Second, prices of food grains in India has increased substantially. Lakhs of farmers have quit farming owing to the lack of government support in the form of subsidies. Because lakhs of farmers have quit farming, therefore it leads to the less production of crops, therefore increasing the prices of the crops. So, since farmers have quit farming, so prices of food grains in India has increased substantially. Therefore, statement 2 is the cause and statement 1 is the effect. The prices of petrol and diesel in the domestic market have remained unchanged for the past few months. The crude oil prices in the international market have gone up substantially in the last few months. So, both the things may be correct in its own terms, but they have no linkage. Therefore, the prices of petrol and diesel being stagnant in the domestic market and the increase in the same is the international market must be backed by independent causes. Therefore, both the statement 1 and 2 are effects of independent causes. Moving to the fourth question, the government has recently fixed the fees for professional courses offered by the unaided institutions, which are much lower than the fees charged last year. The parents of the aspiring students launched a severe agitation last year protesting against the high fees charged by the unaided institutions. Well, it is clearly visible here, second is the cause of the first. Therefore, first happened when second happened. That is, the explanation goes like this. The parents' protest against high fees being charged by the institutions led the government to interfere and fix the fees at a more affordable level. Therefore, statement 2 is the cause and statement 1 is its effect. Fifth, the Meteorological Department has issued a statement mentioning less rainfall during monsoon in many parts of the country. The government has lowered the revised estimated GDP growth from the level of earlier estimates. Well, here GDP is not only the cause of low rainfall. It cannot be said. So it is independent upon many factors. Therefore, both the statement 1 and 2 are effects of independent causes. Sixth, all the schools in the area had to be kept closed for most part of the week. Many parents have withdrawn their children from the local schools. Well, two things do not connect each other. That is, there is no cause and there is no after effect. No conclusion can be drawn out. Closing the schools for a week and the parents withdrawing their wards from the local schools are independent issues, which must have been triggered by different individual causes. So, both the statement 1 and 2 are effects of independent causes. 7. The Reserve Bank of India has recently put restrictions on a few small banks in the country. The small banks in the private and cooperative sector in India are not in a position to withstand the competitions of a bigger in the public sector. Well, second is the cause of first. Due to small banks not able to compete with larger banks, therefore, the inability of the small banks to compete with the bigger ones shall not ensure security, and good service to the customers, which is an essential commitment that has to be looked into by the Reserve Bank. It seems to be a remedial step for the same. Therefore, Statement 2 is the cause and Statement 1 is its effect. 8th, the staff of airport authorities called off the strike. They were observing in protest against privatization. The staff of airport authorities went on strike anticipating a threat to their jobs. Here, in the second statement, the staff can withdraw the strike due to any cause independent of second statement. Maybe the increase in salary or facilities, so we cannot say why they called off the strike. Therefore, both the statements 1 and 2 are effects of independent causes. There is unprecedented increase in the number of young employed in comparison to the previous year. A large number of candidates submitted applications against an advertisement for the post of a manager issued by a bank. Well, here it is clearly visible. Second is the cause of first, because number of unemployment youth is increasing, therefore it is leading to a higher number of applications. Explanation goes like this: an increase in the number of unemployed youth is bound to draw a huge crowd for a single vacancy. Therefore, Statement 2 is the cause and Statement 1 is its effect. India has surpassed the value of tea exports this year, all the earlier years due to an increase in demand for quality tea in the European market. There is an increase in demand of coffee in the domestic market during the last 2 years. While both the statements do not correlate each other. Tea is something different and coffee is something different. So, the two statements discuss two separate statistical and generalized results. Therefore, both the statements 1 and 2 are effects of independent causes. 11th, a huge truck overturned on the middle of the road last night. The police had cordoned off entire area in the locality this morning for half of the day. Well, it is again very easy to say that why police had cordoned off, because second is the result of first. Therefore, since a huge truck overturned on the middle of the road last night, so the police had cordoned off the entire area in the locality last morning for half of the day. So Statement 1 is cause and Statement 2 is its effect. Again, the police authority has recently caught a group of housebreakers. The citizen group in the locality have started night vigil in the area. Here, both the statements are clearly backed by a common cause, that is, which is clearly an increase in the number of thefts in the locality. Therefore, both the statements 1 and 2 are effects of some common cause being thefts in the locality. 13. Majority of the students in the college expressed their opinion against the college authorities' decision to break away from the university and become autonomous. The university authorities have expressed their inability to provide grants to its constituent colleges. Well, here, second is the cause for the first statement. That is, clearly the university's decision to refuse grant to the colleges must have triggered the college authority to become autonomous. Therefore, Statement 2 is the cause and Statement 1 is its effect. 14. Importance of yoga and exercise is being realized by all sections of the society. There is an increasing awareness about health in the society, particularly among middle ages group of people. As the awareness about health in the society is increasing, particularly among middle-aged group of people, the importance of yoga and exercise is being realized by all sections of the society. Therefore, Statement 2 is the cause and Statement 1 is the effect. 15th, the literacy rate in the district has been increasing for the last 4 years. The district administration has conducted extensive training program for the workers involved in the literacy drive. So clearly, first is the effect of second. As the district administration conducted extensive training program, it led to the rise in literacy rate. Therefore, clearly, the increase in the literacy rate may be attributed directly to the stringent efforts of the district administration in this direction. Therefore, Statement 2 is the cause and Statement 1 is its effect. The school authority has asked the 10th standard students to attend special classes to be conducted on Sundays. The parents of the 10th standard students have withdrawn their wards from attending private tuitions conducted on Sundays. So why parents would withdraw their children from tuitions? Because school started tuitions itself. Therefore, it seems quite evident that the parents have instructed their wards to abstain from private tuitions on Sundays and attend special classes organized by the school. Statement 1 is the cause and Statement 2 is its effect. The prices of food, grains, and other essential commodities in the open market have risen sharply during the past 3 months. The political party in opposition has given a call for general strike to protest against the government's economic policy, while second is the effect of first. Why? Because increase in prices and current government is not doing anything. Therefore, it is a good opportunity for the opposition party to call for a strike. Since the prices of food, grains, and other essential commodities in the open market have been raised sharply during the past 3 months, so the political party in opposition has given a call for general strike to protest against the government's economic policy. Therefore, Statement 1 is the cause and Statement 2 is its effect. 18th. The government has imported large quantities of sugar as per trade agreement with other countries. The prices of sugar in the domestic market have fallen sharply in the recent months. So, it is very evident from the statements that second is the effect of first. So, the increase in supply always triggers a reduction in the prices. Statement 1 is cause and Statement 2 is its effect. 19th. There is sharp decline in the production of oilseeds this year. The government has decided to increase the import quantum of edible oils. Well, when a country is in crisis, then it is most likely going to import things from the other countries. Therefore, second is the effect of first. A sharp decline in oilseed production is bound to reduce oil supply, and import of oil is the only means to restore the essential supply. Statement 1 is the cause and Statement 2 is its effect. 20. The government has decided to hold a single entrance test for admission to all the medical colleges in India. The state government has debarred students from other states to apply for the seats in the medical colleges in the state. While it is often seen that most of the states do not allow other states' children to sit for the entrance examination. Therefore, some state government do not allow another state students to sit in their medical college, while some of the state government allow other students to sit. So, both the statements 1 and 2 are effects of some common cause. 21st. Large number of people living in low-lying areas have been evacuated during the last few days to safer places. The government has rushed in relief supplies to the people living in the affected areas, and this can only be caused due to flood. Therefore, evacuating low-lying areas and rushing in relief to the affected areas clearly indicates that floods have occurred in the area. Both the statements 1 and 2 are effects of some common cause, and the common cause being floods. The private medical colleges have increased the tuition fees in the current year by 200% over the last year's fees to meet the expenses. The government medical colleges have not increased their fees in spite of price escalations. Both the things are true in their own respects. There were no linkage in between. The increase in the fees of the private colleges and there being no increase in the same in the government colleges seems to be policy matters undertaken by the individual decisive boards at the two levels. Therefore, both the statements 1 and 2 are independent causes. 23rd. Large number of primary schools in the rural areas is run by one teacher. There has been a large dropout from the primary schools in the rural areas. Well, second is the effect of first. Because government school is only being run by one teacher, therefore most of the students have to drop out from the school. Since large number of primary schools in the rural areas are run by only one teacher, so there has been a huge dropout from the primary schools in the rural areas. Therefore, statement 1 is the cause and statement 2 is the effect. It is the aim of the city's civic authority to get the air pollution reduced by 20% in the next 2 months. The number of asthma cases in the city is constantly increasing. Well, first is the effect of second, because asthma cases are increasing rapidly. Therefore, city's civic authority made a decision to decrease the level of air pollution by 20%. The increase in number of asthma cases must have alerted the authorities to take action to control air pollution that triggers the disease. Therefore, statement 2 is the cause and statement 1 is its effect. Now we have the last part, 25th. The life today is too fast, demanding all full of variety in all aspects, which at times leads to stressful situation. Number of suicide cases among teenagers is on increase. Well, it seems that second is the effect of first, but you have to think rationally. We don't know why teenagers are committing suicide. It may or may not be stress. Assuming stress would be ambiguous. Therefore, both the statements 1 and 2 are effects of some common cause. So that makes a set of 25 questions of causes and effect.